Did you know that North Korea's leader, Kim Jong Un, is among the richest people on the planet? Kim Jong Un has no lack of ways to spend his fortune, from fancy cars and private planes and extravagant spending sprees. What does he convey about himself and his nation, and how does he enjoy the high life? We'll explore Kim Jong Un's world and learn the truth about his billionaire spending in today's film. We will demonstrate the lifestyle of North Korea's leader, including his extravagant spending, passion for upscale eating, and love of luxurious clothing. So without further ado, let's get started. But before, please remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Kim Jong Un's wealth and resources. Kim Jong Un, the supreme leader of North Korea, is worth $5 billion. In March 2013, a joint South Korean-American investigation found that Kim Jong Un and his family had assets and bank accounts valued at as much as $5 billion. Austria, Liechtenstein, Russia, Singapore, China, Switzerland, and Luxembourg were among the countries where these accounts were located globally. There are rumored to be numerous Chinese accounts holding hundreds of millions of dollars in cash. So, given Jong Un's billion-dollar wealth, what are your expectations of him? Invest all of his money in luxury goods? Absolutely. Luxury lifestyle. Without question, one of the poorest countries in the world is North Korea. Nearly 10 million North Koreans have endured famine-like circumstances and ridiculously low food supplies for more than 15 years. It stands to reason that their supreme leader would likewise conduct a modest, military life with all the comforts of home. False. Kim Jong Un lives according to the life of an emperor. Examine his meals. Kim Jong will never run out of lobster and caviar, even if his people, who often fall ill or even die from starvation, don't. And his collection of cars is incredible. Car collection. Kim's collection of vehicles demonstrates his preference for high-end products and labels. Despite the stringent constraints imposed by the United States and the United Nations, Kim Jong Un has managed to acquire multiple ultra-luxury vehicles. The Maybach S62 and S600 are the official, state-provided cars for Kim. Aside from these two, he has numerous Rolls-Royce, a fleet of Mercedes G-Wagons, and a variety of decorated and customized Land Rovers. In essence, these are extremely luxurious cars that a driver can use. At the age of 7, his father gave him his driver's license. He became passionate about cars as he got older, and he could have any car he wanted because of his father. He most likely has more than 100 cars now and favors the Mercedes-Benz brand. Others are confident that Kim Jong Un, who also owns multiple race cars, won't be joining NASCAR anytime soon. Private jet. Kim Jong Un obviously travels in luxury, as seen by his own jet. For the leader of one of the most isolated and reclusive countries in the world, this luxurious jet is fully furnished with the newest conveniences and luxuries. It is estimated that the private jet is a modified Ilyushin Il-62, a passenger aircraft from the Soviet era. Modern entertainment systems, conference spaces, and private suites are just a few of the opulent amenities it offers. The leader and his visitors will find a cozy and welcoming ambience on the inside, which is furnished with exquisite wood, leather chairs, and other opulent materials. Ski resort in Masikryong. Kim Jong Un invested a large sum of money in the construction of this ski resort. The funds may have been used for something more beneficial. The idea of this resort is completely ridiculous, especially considering how little snow North Korea actually gets. And because Kim Jong Un likes to spend time on the slopes even in the absence of snow, he invested in 70 miles of land, even though the resort is usually empty throughout the year. Apart from not hosting any visitors, Kim Jong Un sometimes locks the ski resort so he can spend a vacation there by himself. He also owns an incredible private train, a personal train. A symbol of Kim Jong Un's power and position as the head of North Korea is his own train. The ruler of one of the most isolated and enigmatic countries in the world would find this luxurious train, complete with the newest conveniences, to be the perfect mode of transportation. The train is thought to be more than 700 feet long, with several opulent cars that include meeting spaces, private toilets and beds. Fine wood and other opulent materials are used to embellish the interiors, giving the leader and his guests a cozy and welcoming space. Modern security and communication systems are also installed aboard the train, enabling Kim Jong Un to be connected to both his inner circle and the outside world while he is traveling. The train's strict security measures and cutting-edge security gear also guarantee the protection of the leader and his guests. Kim Jong Un's personal training is a highly entertaining experience. The train has sound systems, a selection of movies and music, and high-definition televisions for the leader's pleasure and convenience. Spending habits. Kim Jong Un ships a wide range of foodstuffs and bottles of booze from various countries whenever he feels like it. And the leader orders pork from Denmark when he wants it and has to ship caviar from Iran when he wants it. Kim Jong Un imports some mangoes from Thailand in order to appear less wealthy. He imports luxury goods like ski jets and fine liquor for between $650 million and $700 million. However, he has a passion for investment. He genuinely owns business properties across the country. He invested $100 million in the construction of the Munsu Water Park and the Pyongyang Amusement Park, although there is a legend that afterward, he did not think highly of the parks, calling them pitiful. He is also a huge horse lover. Kim is a thoroughbred horse owner. Indeed, it's estimated that the facilities for housing and training the horses represent almost 20% of the state budget. Controversies. Even though he is a despot with nuclear weapons who tortures his people, he is also one of the most bizarre historical individuals, involved in a number of scandals. Is it any surprise that North Korea remains one of the most repressive nations? Their supreme leader ought to be acting. It makes sense. Unfortunately, no. The majority of his fellow people are impoverished, whereas he leads a life of luxury. Despite having a sizable population, North Korea practices extensive censorship, substantial media manipulation, and a lack of reliable research. When the nation needs food or economic aid, it usually resorts to military theater and threats of nuclear war. But North Korea is a laughingstock economically and can hardly feed its people, so some experts believe that insiders tired of the terrible economic policies and unremitting violence may eventually topple the country or destroy it whole. North Korea, like its former autocracies, has an affluent ruling class that enjoys modern conveniences like vehicles, meat, coffee, and a few pleasures. The middle class doesn't have much more than enough food and occasionally new clothes. In any case, what are your thoughts on Kim Jong Un's billionaire lifestyle? Is he really doing his job as the leader of North Korea? Is he only self-centered? That concludes this video. See you at the following one.